Good evening, good evening. Guest speaker number 2. My name is Ivan Golde. I was introduced. I'm a criminal attorney in Oakland. And let me just tell you my background before I get going here on some of the specific concepts and details and touch on some of the stuff Daryl talked about. Now let me just show you this. For 3 seasons, I was a full-time employee of the Raiders Football Club. I worked with, yes, the Raiders Football Club. And I want to show you this because a picture is worth 1,000 words. This is a photograph of the champion Raiders. The last time the Raiders won the Super Bowl, 1984. This is the team photo. That's me right there in row 7. And I highlighted it too in yellow pen so you can see. Well, importantly, in this photo are 6 Hall of Fame players. Willie Brown, Art Shell, Dave Casper, Marcus Allen, Howie Long, and Mike Haynes. That's 6. Also in here is Lyle Alzado, Lester Hayes, Ray Guy, Cliff Branch, Jim Plunkett, Todd Christensen, and Matt Millen, along with Rod Martin, Kenny King, Dave Dalby. All these are pros. All these legends are guys I worked with, knew, helped, represented them, represented their kids, represented their cousins, their nephews, and on and on and on. Now, let me add on a little bit more before I get to the substance of the lecture. Basically, my family background with dealing with football players, college and professional, goes beyond that. I think it's important to show you that. And when I lecture to the Raiders, and I put on a similar lecture to the Raiders every year, sometimes twice a year. I'm talking to the Raiders. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here is taking that lecture and kind of focusing it in on you guys. Now, I know it may not fit completely, but I think it's maybe important you hear this. Okay? Let me just show you this. I think this is important. Now, this goes back to the early 70s. You might, before you guys were born. You might say, what the heck is it, the early 70s? But let me show you this. This is Warren Wells. Okay, and this is my father. My father was a Superior Court judge in Alameda County for 25 years. And before that, he was a criminal lawyer. And he was Warren Wells' lawyer. And here's a picture. It was a high-profile, high-publicity case. Okay? Warren Wells may have been one of the greatest talents, if not the greatest receiver in Raider history, and one of the greatest receivers to ever play in the NFL. And I have his career statistics, but I have the overhead or whatever. I'm just 1 year he averaged 26 yards per catch, caught over 50 balls, 14 touchdowns, averaged over 26 yards a catch. Didn't go to junior high school, didn't go to high school, got a scholarship to college, got drafted, played in the NFL, played 4 years, ruined his life, ruined his career, could have made it in the Hall of Fame, could have done everything. 1 word ended his career. You know what it was? Alcohol. He was an alcoholic, a bad alcoholic. And when he drank, he did all sorts of bad things. He was convicted of attempted rape, had numerous probation violations, drunk driving, arrested in the locker room after the game, had all sorts of problems. He wasn't educated. He didn't have the opportunity that you guys have. And the point of me bringing Warren Wells up, and I know it's a long time ago and we're in 2006 now, is because you guys have the opportunity of a lifetime. You don't know how lucky you are to be sitting here right now and playing for Coach Tedford and be going to Cal Berkeley and playing on this nationally ranked football team, getting an education, being able to network with people and have a successful life and contribute to society after your college playing days are done. And trust me, this will go by like that. You will be out and graduated, and hopefully you will all graduate. This will be done faster than you can snap your finger. And you will be out in the real world, and you have all the opportunities, so take advantage of it. Network with each other. Take advantage of people who like the football team. If they want to give you a job or offer you things later on, take advantage of that. Don't be like Warren Wells, who had it all, but his culture at that time, the early 70s, things were different. Nobody helped anybody. It's a very sad case, but it's a good example. Whoa, sorry. See? He's still flying around. Now, basically, this is a book. This is a book that I give to each Raider player when I'm talking to them. I pass this out. Each player gets this book. And basically, I know you had a police officer here the other day, right? What I do is I go over the crime statistics, and Daryl talked about it. Daryl said I felt was very poignant. He can drive by places in Oakland and see where murder scenes, see places in Oakland that were murder scenes, crime scenes. Okay, Oakland is a dangerous place. It's not only Oakland, it's Oakland, San Francisco, Richmond. You guys have to be careful, be super careful. The wrong place at the wrong time, and it's over. You can get robbed, and I'll go through examples. What I show the players, I may not necessarily show you, I'll go through them quickly, are examples. An NFL player was robbed, $150,000 of jewelry stolen. They see you guys walking with your Cal Berkeley jersey on, and your jewelry, and strolling into some club somewhere, right? I played for Cal. Some dude is sitting in the bar. Oh man, that dude's from Cal. I'm going to F him up. I'm going to take care of him. I'm going to get my boys out on him. Wait till he goes in the park. That's it. So you may think that you're Superman, right? But you're not. You're very vulnerable. But you have a lot going for you, like Daryl mentioned. People are jealous of you guys. People are jealous of athletes. They think you have an advantage. You're privileged. Okay? But it can go very fast, so don't blow it. You guys really have a chance. Don't blow it. If you do, though, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And let me just mention that. Let me just mention that. Over the years, please, over the years, I have represented at least 15 former and current Raider players. Former and current Raider players over the years. I've been an attorney now longer than I want to say. I worked for the Raiders for 3 seasons. And all sorts of cases, from reckless driving, DUI, soliciting prostitutes, drugs, beating up their spousal abuse. One girlfriend said she was tired of being a punching bag. She made that statement to a nurse in a hospital. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And you really don't hear too much about them because they send me into court, right? The ball player doesn't go with me. I make the appearance. I do what I do, and no one ever hears about it. And the league doesn't even do anything, and I don't report it to the league, and I do all this stuff. I shouldn't be saying that on camera. But that's what I'm saying. And so Daryl's a great resource. Don Nobles is here. He's a great resource. I can be a resource. I'll give my phone number to the coaches. If anybody gets in trouble, if anything happens, you have to know there's somebody there for you, because I know there's been one incident. The odds are there'll probably be another, but I see this group here, and I don't feel much criminality. Usually I have kind of a rage. No, really. I can feel it because I've dealt with so many criminals over the years. I can just sense it. But I sense this is a good group, and you guys are one of the finest universities. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I know this talk is a little this, a little that, a little this, and a little that. I'm going to leave some of these lecture booklets with you. So you can, if you want, I'll leave 5 of these. 5 of the main lecture books here. You can go through them if you want. I'll leave them with the coaches. They'll be available for you. This is another book I have, okay? And that is, in preparation for the Raider lecture, I go through the sports page, and almost every day I cut out articles of athletes who get in trouble. Every day in the sports page, an NFL player and college players too are getting arrested. Every day. I'm tired of it. Now I did it, and I do the lecture next week. I'm tired of cutting them out. I got so many that I just stopped. And it goes on and 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 on. So hopefully that won't be the case here at all. Okay, that's all I need to say. One thing I'd like to mention, though, is motorcycles. Okay, and I use Roethlisberger's case as an example. Number 1, and Kellen Winslow Jr., number 2. Kellen Winslow Jr. sat out the entire season last year, almost ruined his career, number 1 draft pick, because of a motorcycle accident. We all know what happened to Ben Roethlisberger, right? Almost died. And he wasn't even wearing a helmet. And by statute, you have to wear a helmet. My advice, no motorcycles. I don't know how many of you ride motorcycles here. I'd park that in the garage, because one bad turn, one driver who misses a stop sign, it's trouble. you're going to break you, it might end. This great experience, this great opportunity you have will end. You'll be injured, you have to rehabilitate, it might not come back, you might get killed, it's not worth it. Leave the motorcycles alone. Number 2, bicycles are just as dangerous. I don't know how many of you ride your bikes around campus. A lot? A lot of you guys ride your bike? If I were you, I would ride my bike around here. Forget the bikes. Do you ride a bike? You know, it's up to you. Be super careful. Wear a helmet. And oddly enough, let me just say this, by statute, you have to wear a helmet on a motorcycle. Can you believe you're not required to wear a helmet if you ride a bicycle? Wear a helmet. Okay, but if I were you guys, and I was playing for Cal, and I was on scholarship, and I had a chance to get an education and network and be on a good team and have a great time, I wouldn't get anywhere near a bicycle or motorcycle. Okay? All right, that's what I have to say about that. Now, okay, let me get back to this. I already mentioned it once. And something I really need to mention, actually. It's sad. And that is, but it's important, this 84 picture. I know I was bragging about all these great players in there and everything else. There's one player, number 30, okay? His name is Stacy Turan. Free safety, strong safety, played at Notre Dame. One of the all-time great Raiders. Played like 4 or 5 years. Nice guy, great player. Was killed in a drunk driving accident. Because after the games, the Raiders used to have a big party and alcohol was served. They don't do that anymore. After the games, when you want to release some stress and you